Hello and welcome to our video tutorial on how to use our easy online designer to create your very own personalized memorial coffee mugs. These picture collage mugs are a great way to keep memories alive, whether they are in remembrance of someone you have lost or possibly a time or event you wish to cherish for years to come. They're available in several different picture slot options and feature quantity break pricing, making them a suitable gift for family and friends. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I had mentioned, these memorial coffee mugs come in several different slot collage layouts. This one we're looking at right here is the 13 slot collage, and here is an example of a 22 slot collage. You can go ahead and look at the product listings and get a better idea of how they're laid out simply by clicking on the additional images. As you can see here, this is how the image will lay out after you have built your collage. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you how easy it is to start designing your very own custom memorial coffee mug. We're going to go ahead and get started by clicking on this Start Designing button. And what that's going to do is it's going to load our custom product designer. As you can see here in the design area, we have a coffee mug that's showcasing the left side, well, the left handle, or the handle pointing out to the left. We also have a front option that you can change simply by clicking on the little icon over here on the right hand side, as well as the right side option. We do this because this is not a 3D designer, so you'll have to design each side one at a time. Like I had mentioned, this is a 13 slot collage, so we're going to need a total of 13 images that we're going to want to upload onto this layout. Let's go ahead and get started, and we'll design from the left to the right. By clicking on the left side icon, this is the side that we'll be designing. I'm going to go ahead and navigate over here to the left hand side, and as you can see there is an add graphic option. I'm going to click on that, and we're going to want to upload our images. As you can see, I have a couple images already uploaded here, but I'm going to go ahead and upload some more just to show you how it's done. Simply by clicking on Upload a File, it's going to prompt the Browse button that you will click on and allow you to navigate on your computer where your photos are and which ones that you would like to upload. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this guy and click Open. And that's going to upload the image into this pre-edit designer right here. This gives us the option to crop and mask certain areas of it. So if there's negative space that you really don't want and you want to zoom in on the image a little bit, I'm sure all of us are familiar with social media and Facebook, and the option is very similar to those when you're doing your uploading your banners and things like that on your social media. You're able to crop and get closer to the actual image and get rid of the negative space if you wish. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can always come back to this prompt and redo it if you like, if you don't like it when it's laid out into the grid, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So it says here, remove white from your image. I'm keeping that on no just because this is more for screen printed items, and this is a full color dye-sublimation, so you don't want to remove your white because it actually prints white. It is a sublimation, and because we're not selecting one color, I'm just going to click on this drop down and I'm going to put full color image because that's exactly what we're uploading, is a full color image. I'm going to go ahead and click on continue. So what that's going to do is that's going to upload this into our grid, and you can see the lines of the grid makes it pretty easy for you to size it and lay it out the way that you wish. We're going to go ahead and slide, just by clicking on the image, we're going to slide him up here, and we're going to resize him to fit into this square, into this picture collage. Now what I can do is take this right here, and it's going to keep the aspect ratio how it is, so you're not resizing, too much height or too much width, giving it a stretch effect. But if you get to the point where you're overlapping a little bit, such as right here, you can see, and we can zoom in a little bit, you can see that's just not lining up perfectly, but everywhere else seems to be pretty good. We can go over here onto the right hand side where our width and our height is, and just by clicking on that little lock right there, it's going to unlock that aspect ratio, and then we can go back over here and resize that to fit simply by the width with not the whole thing changing. So looks pretty good to me. We've got this little guy right up here in the left-hand corner. So now it's time to move on to our next picture. Just go back to the add graphic, click on the upload new, and we can go ahead and, since I've already uploaded some of these, we can go ahead and grab him. Now, like I had mentioned, we can go ahead and once we upload the photo in, we can change it by clicking the edit button. And if we want to crop it and size it down to get rid of some of that negative space, we can do that right here. Now try and keep in mind that when you are doing these cropping, to keep it in a picture type ratio like this, because if you brought this in like this, let's just say I brought it in like that, and full color image, and I hit continue, we're going to have a hard time lining him up in the space allotted, as you can see. And we don't want to stretch it too much, because then it'll look funny if I took and unlocked this and then I mean, he just looks silly. So we definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click change on that, and I'm going to delete that because I don't like what that did. And remove now. So we're going to go back and we're going to edit this guy. And like I said, keeping that aspect ratio to a picture-like layout, not too tall, not too wide, will save us a lot of editing time in the end. So maybe just pull that out a little bit more. It's just kind of a basic rectangle is what we're looking for here. Okay, and full color image. And this is just creating a replica of that one image. Alright, so then that laid it out right in there for us, and we can go ahead and size that out a little bit better to fit into that grid just like that. So now we've got two of our pictures uploaded on the left side of the coffee mug, and it's just basically you're going to want to keep going with that. So we'll go ahead, we'll put one more. We'll put that guy in here, and we can resize it. Just like that. And it's okay to change your aspect ratio a little bit. It won't stretch it too much. It's just when you get a little bit much is when it looks a little weird. So there you go. So now we've got, you know, 3 of our images done. It's pretty self-explanatory. So this is our left side. When we're done filling up these slots, we're going to want to design our front. And we've left the front one big image for you. And I'm going to explain why this is fun to do. Because let's go ahead and upload a new graphic. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy. I'm going to open that. And just going to size it, picture size a little bit like that. And I'm going to select my full color image, hit continue. So what I'm going to do here is just move him back a little, or move him down a little bit. And then that's going to give us some extra space up here that you can add another image if you wanted to, or you could add some text. Adding text is pretty self-explanatory. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see this Add Text option. Simply click on that and it will open the text dialog box. And all you're going to want to do is type in your text. And we're going to go ahead and give this guy a name. And we're going to call him Bodhi. Now, if we want to change the font, that's very easy to do as well. Simply click in the white area out here, and that's going to open up your text options box over here on the right-hand side. Simply click on your select font, and it will bring up a bunch of different font ideas or options that you can choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and choose that one. So once we have our font style that we like, we can move this guy around, we can resize it, we can change the color as well. Say we wanted to give it a nice blue, just click on your advanced color in the area that you like it and click OK, and that will change the color of your font. If you wanted to add more text, simply click on the Add Text button again, and that'll bring up another box. And we're going to want to probably change the font of this. Simply click in the white area and we give it a nice, whatever look that you like. I'm going to go ahead, move that around, change the color. Oh, that's a little light. I'll just give it a purple. So you can add as much text as you want, as many different fonts as you want. So, the design is all in your hands. You can add more pictures or do whatever you wish to do. And simply by clicking in, the area over here will bring back your product sides. And you've designed part of your left side. You'll want to finish that, and then your front. And then go ahead and finish up with the 6 additional images on your right hand side. And that will go ahead and create you a collage that will wrap around your coffee mug. So if you have any questions or having any issues with the designer, please feel free to reach out to our design team here at barproducts.com. Simply email us info@barproducts.com or give us a call. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Have a great day.